Hello everyone, my name is JUNYIng from the School of Management. Today my presentation focuses on entrepreneurial ecosystem readiness for AI-enabled one-person companies adopting a multi-signal analytics model to study district-level community expansion in Shenzhen. I will walk you through the full research process, findings and practical suggestions. Now, our journey today follows five key, steps. First, I will explain the research context, especially why the one-person company is now a viable business model. Then I will detail the problem statement and the methodology I used to integrate fragmented data. After that, we will look at the key findings across Nanshan, Longguang, Futian, and Guangming. Finally, I will share the implications and the specific expansion recommendations for community operators. So, you know, the the core of this research is a shift in the economics of venture formation. AI agents are shrinking the minimal viable firm. In the past, you needed a team to code, design, and market, products. Today, a signal from the added by tools like generative AI can manage those functions independently. By 2024, the city already had over 2,000 AI-related enterprises with an industrial output of 368.5 billion RMB. The Shenzhen government has even set an aspirational target of 1 trillion yuan industry by 2026. This environment makes Shenzhen the perfect global testing ground for the AI one-person company or AI OPC. However, this opportunity creates a specific, business problem. Shenzhen is a large diversity city for community operators like incubator or co-working platform. Choosing where to allocate the space and staff is difficult. The evidence needed to make a decision is currently fragmented. Business registration advertisements, and policy documents are all scattered across different sources. Furthermore, a general city level, statement like Shenzhen is good for AI is not enough. Decisions must be made at the district level. Each district from Nanshan to Guangming has its own unique ecosystem logic. Operators need a data-driven model to prioritize these districts under limited budgets and time. This is a clear gap in existing research. Most studies look at ecosystem at the city or national level, but for a solo folder at the immediately neighborhood, the district matters most. My objectives are, threefold. First, to operationalize fragmented signals into measurable indicators, second, to construct a Python based on ranking models specialized, for AI OPC readiness, and third, to test the scalability of this ranking. By doing this, I move the discuss from AI productivity to special strategy. This research provides the first district level evidence-based ranking for this new, microfilms model. So for this slide, the logic of my study is that AI OPC are ecosystem, dependent, where AI reduce the need for a large internal team. It actually increases the need for external resources. A solo founder still needs talent, networks, a model computing power, and policy subsidies to survive. I interpret district readiness as a composite condition. We cannot judge a district by just its policy or just its number of companies. We must look at the signal alignment between formation capability and institutional support. This forms, the conceptual basis for my multi-signal model. So to build this model, I used the 7-step Python workflow. The process began with data cleaning and text processing. I collect secondary data from business registration recorders and job posting and official policy taxes. Using a keyword dictionary specifically designed for AI and OPC terms, such as IRM, robotics, and incubator, I extracted related signals. These signals were, then normalized on 2 to 0 scale to allow for fair comparison between districts that have very different data types. This transparent workflow ensures the results are reproducible and auditable. My measurement design captures 3 essential dimensions. Formation signal. This uses business registration data to see where AI firms are actually being established. Capability signal. This uses job posting data to measure the talent absorption of a district. Policy signal, this uses official policy documents to measure institutional response. The final, readiness score is calculated as a weighted sum of these 3. In my baseline model, I assigned equal weight to equal, signal because they are represent a necessary condition for a healthy community ecosystem. So let's look at the result. I read this grade shows a different profile. Nanshan is the generalized ladder. It has 1,351 above schedule AI enterprises and over 60% of Shenzhen AI output. Longguang is the specialized robot hub. It has the city's first dedicated AI. For Guangming, it's the science city. It focuses on AI for science and research infrastructure. Scoring a very stable 0.8 across all signals. Futian acts as the financial interface. Its strength is in the financing, AI alliance. For this slide, after integrating these signals, we have our final ranking, Nanshan ranking first with a composite score of 0.93. It is the first one. Yeah. Longguang ranks second at 0.87, making it the strongest specialized challenger. Guangming takes third at 0.8 and Futian fourth at 0.73. Nanshan's top position is driven by its massive concentration of both firms and talent. Longguang's second place is impressive, driven larger by its maximum score in policy support. Its ranking provides the clear evidence that community operators have been missing. So for this slide, I performed several robustness checks to validate these findings. Whether we give more weight to business for formation, talent, demand, or policy support, Nanshan remains at the top. Longguang become equal to Nanshan only in the policy lead scenario, which confirm is real, as the most credible policy-driven alternative. This checks, prove that the ranking is not just an accident of the data, but a directionally stable tool that is ready for the managerial decision making. So for the last one, finally, here are some recommendations. Priority 1 Nanshan, launch your flagship AIOPC community here immediately to capture the high, founder density. Priority 2 Longguang, use this district for specialized payloads focused on, intelligence, agents, and robotics. For number 3, the Guangming and Futian develop this through research, links, or financing link, partnerships. To conclusion, AIOPC expansion should not be a guise. It should be a different district, special district strategy based on measurable signals. So that's all my presentation. Thank you for your listening. So have a good time. Bye.